Let me just say this real quick. If he wanted to, he would, ladies. I say that with so much love and no judgment at all, because I wish someone had told me this when I was out here overthinking everything a man would or wouldn't do. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hey hun, be sure to subscribe and follow me on all my social media links. The links will be down below. I butchered that and I've done it 5 times. Let's just continue. I can't be fucked. So it is no word of lie that this day and age of dating definitely lacks chivalrous romantic energy, and I'm not gonna lie guys, a lot of men are thinking they're the prize, okay? So this is the first issue. This is the first issue that us women have that are going for guys that were like, does he even like us? Is he into us? When a man wants a woman, he is going to do everything to be with her. Think about it. If you're a prize and a guy is interested in you, does he want you out there roaming the streets all on your own for another man to see your worth and pick up and value and then appreciate in his life? No, he's gonna want to do that. He's not gonna want to miss out on an opportunity if he sees like the fucking soulmate right in front of him, is he? Obviously, I know there's talking stage and stuff like that, so it's not going to manifest like so fucking quickly. Like the day that you meet this guy and you like each other and you're like, oh my god, does he like even like me? We'll slow it down. I'm talking about when you are talking for a bit and he sometimes gives like, I don't give a fuck energy, might take days to reply, might be really blunt with their replies, and then almost like love bomb you like a week later and you're like, oh my god, like of course he's so into me, like look how much effort he's putting in. But then the last week he was literally like taking days to send one word to you. That's the kind of energy I am talking about. Not necessarily, oh my god, he hasn't texted me in 5 hours. Is he working? Like, you know what I mean? Like, so there is means to it, but we definitely know the archetype as women that I'm talking about, especially in this day and age for basically nonchalant men. Kendrick Lamar said it. So you're on a cycle, but he's on his period too. So yeah, I would ponder and wonder sometimes back in my early years of being single. Fuck, I'm not that old. And sometimes I would be like, oh my god, is he into me? Like, how much does he like me? Like, this is showing that he like me. All of that is way too much and you're too far gone. He is not that into you. If that's the case, he is not that into you. And that's totally fine. You could be the most beautiful person in the world and you're still not someone's type. So it doesn't take away from any of like your own beauty. It's just that person's preference maybe might not necessarily match up to your physical traits, and that is totally fine. Okay, so I'm not saying guys can't ever be confused. We all get confused. There is a difference between real confusion and genuine disinterest or emotional unavailability. Emotional unavailability in a man obviously is when there are some emotional things that have not necessarily been processed in this person. That might be they are hung up on an ex, they are still entertaining somebody, something else. It doesn't have to even be relationship wise. It could just be genuinely they haven't moved on from certain traumas. There is something that they haven't processed that they need to go through, which is creating emotional unavailability in this person. This doesn't necessarily mean that they're not going to try and be in your life. This doesn't mean that they're not going to try and swindle their way into your field and your energy. Here is one thing. Guys will lie. Girls lie too. Guys will lie. Okay, I don't want to sound like a grandma, I don't want to sound like a prude, and I don't want to sound like whatever the fuck, okay? Because one, girl loves sex and connection and all those things, and two, I'm not going to tell you not to do those things. If you gave yourself a little bit of a rule, like literally the 3-date rule, and I know these things, like it's like, no, I just want to get to fucking, I get it. I promise you I get it. A counter for that is just have someone on the side that like you don't see that going anywhere with. However, that's if you really need to get your sexual urges out outside of your own like masturbation, because when you're sharing your sexual energy, obviously that like you're sharing sexual energy and that is a transfer, so you are picking up a lot of this energy from the person that you're choosing to have sex with. So keep that in mind if you do have a casual partner. That counters if you're wanting to sleep with your date or someone that like you're seeing or whatever. Again, I'm not necessarily like, that's like worst case if you're literally like a nymphomaniac. Anyways, 3-date rule, and after the 3rd date then potentially see yay or nay with that area. I've been absolutely like swept up off my feet by guys, and 2 weeks into talking, because I went on a date with them, a week or 2 goes past before I see them again, ghosted, like literally ghosted. So me thinking it was actually gonna go somewhere, I was really liking how the build up was, and then like literally randomly one day he just didn't respond to the text. And then that was it. And then we deleted each other off everything. So very random. But I just wanted to give that as an example because guys will weed their way into your energy to try and get what they want. I'm not trying to bash guys. Like Cher said, oh, I love men, but you don't need them to survive, honey. Okay, we love them, but we don't need them. We want them, we don't need them. A man who is genuinely interested in you will not keep you guessing. This goes back to what I was saying previously. If someone genuinely wants you, they're not going to wait. They're going to want to spend their time with you. They're going to make those plans. They're going to pick up that phone and make that call to you. They're going to be proactive because they want you in their life. They enjoy your energy and they want more of it. Before I continue, you guys haven't said hello to someone in a very long time. You say hi, mister. Hello, Yogi Poggy. You want yum yum? I don't want to kiss him because I got lipstick on. Handsome. The goodest boy. Okay, he's just gonna chill out wherever he goes. Guys, okay, I need to show you what he looks like right now. Oh my god. Yogi, you're the cutest boy in the world. Yogi, my baby. Good boy. Oh, mister. You're such a good boy. Okay, enough of that. Let's just break it down and keep it real simple, because I think we complicate things when it comes to relationships. You shouldn't have to decode these guys' behavior. You deserve straight, honest, upfront communication, and it's just simple as that. If you declare that in your life as a standard and someone isn't willing to upkeep that and give you that and provide that to you, something bare minimum by the way, then at least this is a signal that potentially this guy is emotionally unavailable and that you should just keep it moving, because unfortunately sometimes rose-colored glasses go on. Guys might have abs and some nice muscles and a face card, and then us girls are like, oh my god, swept off our feet. So at least this is one way to almost determine whether or not you are being wooed for the wrong reasons, ladies. Because some guys will lie and do what they gotta do and say what they gotta say just to get you in the sack. I believe actions way more than I believe words. Think about it. A guy can say anything, and I've had guys literally say, go on a date with me here, they will do this with me, they will do this with me, whatever it might be. Come the day, where are they? Casper the fucking ghost is where they are. Once I started taking people's actions for who they were, it started to make it really easier to determine if I wanted them in my life or not, just straight up, and it sifted through the weeds a lot quicker as well. So if someone's not willing to show up with you with action, for example, if they're going to take you out on a date and then they ask for you to come over, that's gross to me. Or if they're talking and they're being like, you know, they're treating you with respect, that it looks like it might go somewhere and that, you know, they might take you out on a date and then they message you at fucking 11 at night. What are you doing? Those are actions. Those are actions. That is an action to pick up your phone and send a message to me. And I'm obviously going to take that action as you just want a booty call, clearly. So it doesn't matter what they say they want to do. It's what they actually go and do that I determine where I'm going to go with this person, or if I'm not at all. Ladies, I want you to really ask yourself, if you do have this kind of guy in your life at the moment that you are unsure of, he might be giving you these mixed signals. He might be emotionally unavailable and you're not sure. Okay, I want you to ask yourself a couple things. Let's start with this one. Would I be okay with my future daughter or current daughter getting treated the way this guy is treating me? Would I be okay with that? I really go into dating thinking that it's not just about me, it's about future mini-me. So think about it this way. If a guy doesn't text me for a couple days, not because he's genuinely busy and it's out of reach, but because he just can't be fucked, do you really think I want my daughter sitting in her bedroom waiting for her dad to text her and she's not sure where he's at? Because that's the kind of example that action is portraying. Do you want a guy around you that clearly looks like he has a fucking problem every fucking day because he doesn't actually really like you and he just wants to use you for sex, but he's too scared, but he doesn't want to say that because he doesn't want to let all his cards out? Do you want your child to believe that that's how love is? No. Okay. Another thing I want you guys to think a little bit about is, where are you compromising yourself to fit this person or mold this person into your life? Because I promise you, if you self-reflect, there are actually areas that you wouldn't have realized that you have been lowering yourself, dulling yourself, or boxing yourself in to create space for this other person. Otherwise, this person would accept you fully for who you are and you wouldn't be having this second guessing, questioning, all these things as to why you clicked on this video, would you? If the man in front of you that you're trying to make it work with is not accepting you for your wholeness, I promise you there is somebody out there that will. And why would you just go off? I promise you. You are an example of the energy you are wanting to call in. So if you're an example, that is proof that it exists, correct? You exist. Even though you are whole in your own self, there is divine masculine and there is divine feminine. So you are the divine feminine counterpart. So it's just a matter of finding that divine masculine counterpart, not necessarily to complete you, because we should be whole in ourselves before entering a relationship. However, when we're looking at energies in that way, like attracts like. If you be who you are and don't box yourself in, because obviously if you're lowering yourself, that's the kind of counterpart you're going to get matched with, these kind of emotionally unavailable people that we're not wanting to be around and we're trying to obviously direct away from. And instead you will be aligned to that divine masculine partner. Don't wait around hoping this guy that you're entertaining, this situationship, is going to change. Why would he change in 2 months when he hasn't changed in 20 something years, or however old he is? This is going to be tough love, but I say it tough but with love. You are not a strong enough reason for this person to solely change. People need to change because they want to change internally. Think about yourself. Yes, there might be someone that strongly influenced you to want to change, potentially, maybe a partner has, but it is very, very rare a guy, especially this kind of guy that's already emotionally unavailable, already mental elsewhere, is going to want to change for you. So the solution to this is to not seek what you're looking for in this person, but to take people for who they are, allow them to show you who they are, and determine if that fits into the kind of category that you're looking for yourself. Also, how you feel. I would feel very anxious around these kind of guys, and that is another indication. Energy doesn't lie and your body doesn't lie. So if you're similar, you might feel a little bit anxious when you're like either having sex with these people or going on dates or communicating with them. A little bit of anxiety here and there in normal life is normal. But if a man is making you feel anxious more than he's making you feel protected and safe and comfortable and allowing your expression of self, he ain't the one, because all those things I just said is the divine masculine. Okay, so if he's not creating space of safety, security, protection, and allowing your energy to flourish, he ain't the one, sis. And it's just as simple as that. Be the kind of woman that walks away from that situation because she already knows what she brings to the table. And trust me, real love will not confuse you. I hope this video has helped you in guiding your dating life, in potentially decoding a situationship that you had unsure, confused feelings towards. If I didn't cover any questions that you might have, please leave them in the comments below. I will get back to you guys, and let me know the next YouTube video you would like me to post as well. Thanks guys, always love, 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 and until next time, bye guys. Mwah.